Hey everybody, hope you all had a good week. I just figured I'd come on maybe for an hour or so. I did see a movie tonight. I saw, what was it called again? Strange Darling, which I'll have to put up a review of. I'll put one up of that maybe tomorrow. I'm too tired to record one tonight, really. Um, it got really good reviews. Movie wasn't bad. Big problem with the film was just that it was I don't know. It was very much the whole had a bit of an I don't know if incel vibe is the right thing, but it was a big thing was that just women can get away with anything. Although it kind of was like critical of that, I guess. So that's something. So we're just gonna play a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena. I've been playing it a bit since Bloomborough came out. Sorry I haven't put up much content this week. I've just been kind of I don't know if busy is the right way to put it, but just there's been other stuff I've been doing on. There's a Catholic book club I've been doing, and then there's some other things. So let's see here. Okay, so there's a bunch of missions. So generally speaking, what I do if I need to win missions is I play my sliver deck because it's 5 colors, so it can do. I'll get to play spells of all the colors. So we'll start off with that. Also, it's probably my favorite deck that I have. It's kind of the best of hands, the worst of hands. I'll play it though. It's not bad enough to not play. Ancient Ziggurat, and I want Mana Weft Sliver. I needed to do the missions anyways, so this is my way of getting like 20 views while doing this. Okay, so I'll play that. Trying to bait out whatever their kill card is. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't work out very well. It is what it is, I guess. All right. Just if people are watching this later, what games would you like me to stream? So there's I could do Helldivers. I'm thinking of maybe getting back into StarCraft. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bitch when it comes to StarCraft, and it's like I'm overly salty about it. It's kind of hard to know. I'm not gonna block because I'm pretty sure he has some sort of buff spell he's gonna play, or maybe something like that. So RFK dropped out today, and to the surprise of probably no one, he endorsed Trump. He's probably going to get a position in the Trump administration. I do kind of wonder what. I think maybe like Health and Human Services would be a good place to put him. Get him to deal with some health stuff. Maybe he'll take a machete to the medical industrial complex. Maybe. We'll see. But that's kind of good. I think that helps Trump out a lot. I think what they found was that RFK was hurting Trump more than he was hurting Kamala. So I think that's what wound up happening. Okay, so I win next turn unless he nukes the board. Yeah, okay, I won. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we won the first match of the night. Hopefully that's a good omen. Oh, how was it for Veneroth? I found Mass Recall to be like brutally difficult. I found like normal mode and Mass Recall to be about as hard mode is in SC2, sometimes harder. Just because I find you very seldom have the resources you need, and the AI just spams, and they spam like high tier units really early on in the game. Like I think I saw Guardians in like the third or fourth mission or something like that. Um, they really like just went overboard with some of the stuff. Okay, Innocent Blood. Maybe this is a black control deck. This almost looks like the deck of the person I just played against. So, attack. I haven't played the Slavers campaign. You know what? I don't think I actually finished the full campaign in Mass Recall. I don't think I finished Brood War. Like, I'm not sure if I finished, like, the Zerg campaign. I'll have to check. I probably still have it installed somewhere. So I'm getting mana screwed, but it might not matter because he's not really playing anything. I should win probably next turn unless he, like, nukes the board. Yep, okay. So, that happened. They'll throw down Mana Weft Sliver. I'll play first Sliver next turn unless he kills that, which he probably will. Okay. And then that triggers Cascade. So once again, he loses next turn unless he kills by Sliver, which he probably will. I feel like this is the exact same person I was just up against. Like, they have the exact same deck. You can leave the base unguarded if you realize the AI will never go there. There is a lot more in SC1 having to make alternative bases. Also, just having something I found kind of annoying periodically throughout SC2. No, not SC2. Through what was it called again? Throughout the game. Does he have Indestructible? I'm just going to attack with him. Okay, and he's just got a chump block. Yeah, there's a lot of like places where you have to use transports to go to another location, build a base. I just feel like the transport mechanic isn't great in StarCraft. I feel like it could be a lot better. And that would improve the game. It's a pain to have to move a large number of units. There's not really it's not very automated, to be honest. Oh, I hate combo decks. Combo decks are just the worst. I mean, no, they're not the worst. The worst deck is, what's it called? I'm just going to concede. There's no point in playing. The worst deck is counter decks, or like mono blue control, followed by probably combo. It's if they get their combo pieces out and you're not playing control deck, you're basically fucked. And there's nothing you can really do. It's an okay opening hand. I'll keep it. Anytime I can get the first Sliver out. Okay, this just judging from it, looks like they're playing blue, which means that I might have to just. Somebody had a interesting take, which is they concede after the second counter. hits the board, which I have to say I sympathize with. I don't get why they made slivers like much more human looking in later sets. To me, slivers are supposed to look kind of like cleaving sliver. Okay, we'll play the first sliver. They'll trigger Cascade. Oh yeah, I'm not going to quite win next turn, but I'm going to come close to winning next turn. Because all my slivers have first strike. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted, but it's close enough. Okay, and then I'll throw down Sentinel Sliver so they don't have to tap. Actually, maybe I should have played Oh, whatever. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Not quite enough. Wow, I was too short. I'll just end. So unless he has a board nuke, I should win this turn. I doubt he has a board nuke. I don't know, like, I'm sure that's good. It doesn't really matter. I just think it's too late. I just think he doesn't really have the stuff. Yep, there we go. There's no kill like overkill. Alright. I'm gonna get the gold and then just stop. There's not really a point in going on past gold. Let's see. Okay, I finished a mission. I leveled up. Let's take a look at some Bloomborough packs. So Bloomborough, I think, is like the best set in a long time. Maybe the best set since I forget what it's called. The one with the vampire conquistadors. So this is all based off of anthropomorphic children's stories. So there's like stuff like Silverwing or Wind in the Willows or Watership Down or stuff like that. So they have a whole bunch of different stuff. So we have Gossip's Talent. I just like the art, to be honest. We have a Bat one. Sicky Tongue Sentinel. It's a cool looking one. Let's see what's my rare. Kitsa Otterball Elite. Yeah, I think otters are blue and maybe green. Let's see. Yeah, Liz. Oh no, that's a rat. I forget what color rats are. I think they're black and I forgot the other color. Black and blue. Okay. I think the bats look really cool. They're all black and white and clerics, which I think makes sense. Bird Scout. Dragonhawk Fakes Tempest. That actually looks really cool. I like that design a lot. I'm liking this. I like I said, I like this deck. I want to make a bat deck, and I also want to make a what else is there? A bat deck and maybe a mouse deck, because mouse decks sound pretty cool. It's cool. Once again, I like the art. Raccoon Warrior, Edmure Crab. Let's get a couple extra packs. It's not like the supply, the card choice. They need like another one of just generic cards from Extended. I just feel like there's a lot missing. Like there's a bunch of decks I can almost build. Brambleguard Captain. Yeah, like I said, I like the art a lot. It's a lizard. Druid of the Spade. That's cool. Okay, let's that. Feed the Cycle. That's squirrels, rats. That's adorable. I don't care what anyone says. That mouse looks adorable. Raccoon. Frog. Turtle. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize there was turtle in this. Neat. Okay, let's try another deck. Slivers has been going good, but we'll try switching it up to my equipment deck, and see how that goes. This one I've been having trouble with because, like I said, there's not quite enough cards to support it, but it's not bad. It's not the best hand, but I'll play with the cards I was dealt. Okay, and I'll play Champion of Flame. So he gets +2/+2 for each equipment attached to it. So, oh, is he gonna play a counter? Fuck. Oh, I don't know. I hate counter spells. I think they're bad for the game because I don't think there's really any counterplay. Like, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do against counter spells realistically. Because in like random 1v1, I don't know how, like you would have to know that they're going to play a deck with counter spells in it in order to have it. Holy shit, is every deck I'm playing tonight control? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe every single deck I'm going to play is control. And he's probably just going to shoot it. Yeah. I'm just going to concede. I want to play like an actual game. I don't want to just sit here and watch a blue player play solitaire. Because, I mean, that's what it'd be. If you're up against blue control decks, it's basically just solitaire. They're like, well, why don't you have cards that can't be countered in your deck? And I'm like, put them in your sideboard. I'm like, how do you sideboard in best of one? I don't know. You're just supposed to be able to do that for some reason. I hate counters so much. People have always hated counters. If you like look at the forums for this, a lot of people will just concede. Like, one guy said after the first two counters, I just concede normally. And I'm very sympathetic to that perspective. Why is everyone I know who plays MTG IRL a disgusting nerd? Because they are. Like, and maybe it's the reason, one of the main reasons I stopped playing this game IRL is just the people who play it are just the most, like, disgusting degenerates possible. Like, I like the game. Wizards, like, was one of the most got hit by the woke virus, like really, really hard. Like more so than just about any other company. And then there was that big scandal where they were covering up a bunch of pedophiles who were working for their company. Although that led to the Adam Worski thing, which was pretty keyno. Oh. I'm getting unlucky with mana. If I had a red, I would be doing pretty well, but I'm just not drawing it. I think it's not actually random in MTGA. I think they try to semi make your deck in a certain way. I do know that like matchmaking is not random. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll concede if I don't draw a red mana after this. Because I have a really good hand. I just can't play anything. I'm just, I'm just going to concede, I think. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I drew a red. Okay, Bladegraft Aspirant. Attach. And that will give her Ward 4, which will mean he has to pay 4 if he wants to shoot that. Unfortunately, Glizza has... Both these creatures have Death Touch. Oh, is it a poison deck? Like, I would have won by now if, yeah. I had have drawn red earlier. I don't want to watch him play solitaire. Let me take a look at what the man... Because I don't know. The drawing is really weird in this game. Like, I get... My vampire deck has, I think, like 26 or 27 land, and I constantly get mana screwed in it. Let's see. I actually have more mountains than plains. Yeah, I still get mana screwed with like 26 mana. It's annoying. Okay, let's try this again. That was a fucking disaster. Maybe I'm just supposed to mulligan until I get both mana types? I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be salty. This is going to be like just peak saltiness. Or no, I don't know what would be the most salty. Maybe Helldivers would be like the most salty. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay. Pillar Pathway. Is this going to be a life gain deck? Yeah, it's going to be a life gain deck. I think. Okay. Is he going to play one of those shitty things, white things that exile my creature? Well, exile something in my hand. Okay, play Dual Raper here. And Relic Axe. Okay, and I will swing with Champion of the Flame. And unless he can kill me in one turn or kill Champion of the Flame, I should be able to win this. Oh, fucking Ossification. I fucking hate the, like, white exile cards. They're so fucking gay. I hate them so much. Okay, Red Letter Media didn't like the new Alien movie. Why didn't they like it? Because it was, I don't know, good? Like, is it as good as the original? No, but it's way fucking better than the shite we've got. It's way better than like Prometheus and Covenant were. Of course they hated the fan service. They hated, like, this, it referenced other things. I mean, they didn't have an original visitor. What does that mean? An original vision. Like, I guess it didn't have an original vision. Once again, though, Covenant is so shitty. I need to do a video on why Covenant is, like, such shit at some point. Like, it's not even the movie itself is shit, but it is pretty shitty. It's just, like, the lore makes no fucking sense. And I know it's autistic as fuck to complain about the lore in an Alien movie, but it's just really fucking stupid. Well, Red Letter Media just sucks. Like, let's be honest. Their takes are consistently bad because they got famous shitting on the Star Wars prequels, and now they're just trapped and they have to defend everything Disney does. Like, their review of Rise of Skywalker was, like, the biggest cope I think I've ever seen. It was just, like, literally 2 hours of just cope. It was just them saying, oh, well, it's bad, but it's not as bad as, oh, fuck. Am I just gonna go up against the same, like, 3 decks all night? I don't know. I still think that this game, if you win a couple, tries to force a 50% loss rate. So I do think it deliberately picks decks that counter yours. And I stand by that. Okay, let's try playing... let's play Vampire. I like my Vampire deck. I hate forced 50% win rates. That's the reason I stopped playing SC2, is... I found if I won, like, 1 or 2 games, it put someone... like, way above me at my skill level, and they just humiliatingly defeat you. I like to believe episode 9 is a bad fever dream. I have like the worst. People might say it's the worst day. I actually think The Force Awakens was the worst of the 3, and I will stand by that. The Force Awakens was like it's hard to think if there's like a more soulless movie I've seen than The Force Awakens. Just soulless, just fucking garbage. Oh, I hated every frame was shit. The thing that makes The Force Awakens worse than the subsequent movies is just the fact that it sets everything up, and it sets it up to be shit. It sets up like the Han Leia divorce. It sets up the Jedi Order got slaughtered and the Jedi are extinct. It sets up Snooki and that never pays off. It sets up the First Order. It just retcons everything. It's just so fucking bad. Oh. Okay, pacifism. I have Phyrexian Arena though, so I'm eventually gonna win. Phyrexian Arena is borderline overpowered. Beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and lose a life, which is just really good. Nighthawk Scavenger. I don't really get what he's doing. If he has a combo deck? I'm playing my vampires. Mono black vampires. This was actually the first deck I put together. When I started playing MTGA, the first deck I did was black vampires, and then the second was slivers. So my argument that the prequels aren't that bad is the following. How many memes came out of the sequels? Can you think of any? Other than Traitor. I think Traitor was the only meme. How many memes came out of the sequels? How many people rewatched the sequels? I mean, probably like 10% of every meme ever made is from the Star Wars prequels. And maybe like 3 or 4% is from Lord of the Rings. Like, of every meme ever posted, it's probably like 5 to 10% is from the prequels. And there's still new memes from them, all the time. Whereas there's just no memes whatsoever from the new movies, just because no one gives a shit about them. The Fair Basilica. Can I go? Yeah, like I said, I just constantly get mana screwed with this deck, despite having like 26 lands in it. It doesn't seem to help very much. I rewatched the originals. They re-released Empire Strikes Back, and I rewatched that in theaters, and it was really good. Is this just going to be the whole thing? It's just a white control deck, and we're just going to sit here and watch him play Solitaire for like an hour? Based Caulfield is kind of like the dark shadow. It's kind of like the shadow of what's it called? Of Bob John. Like, they just have very aggressive takes, but they're in opposition to each other. Okay. All right. Like I said, I just got really badly mana screwed this game, so... And once again, I have like 26 lands in a 60-card deck, but I just never draw any. And the mana curve of this deck is pretty low, too, so I don't get it. I really don't. Maybe it's an angel deck. That's cool. I like it. Angel decks are cool. I've never had enough rares, because like every angel is either rare or mythic rare. So I just never had enough to put together to make one, but... Okay. Alright, Epic Downfall, Exile... Okay, Marauding Blight Priest and Vampire of the Dire Moon. Alright. And then he just concedes. Okay. Let's try that again. Once again, I'm pretty sure I have 26 lands in that deck. Let's see, Vampire Eternal. 25. Okay, I have 25 lands. But I just never have it. Even when playing Phyrexian Arena, I just never seem to draw any. DSP is willing to have Keemstar on. I don't think he should have Keemstar on. I really dislike Keemstar. I used to like be like indifferent to him, but now I just really hate him. Lolcow Live is like is one of the worst shows. It's not the worst show. The worst show is probably the new iDub show. I forget what it's called. It's probably the worst. Although it's close. I mean, it's close between that and then there's the Kill Stream. And then there's like some other stuff, but I've never played any Telltale games. Unless what's it called is unless Life is Strange is Telltale, but no, I've never played a Telltale game. Yeah, E-Drama is. I am enjoying the DSP Redemption arc, though. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm just happy someone's felting the detractors, because the detractors are just so insufferable that they have it coming. Once again, it's like Phil's not a rapist or anything. He's just a sleazy asshole who makes money on the internet. Like, who cares? No, I don't know if any of you've seen the Kino Casino clips of iDubbbz podcast. It's like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's so fucking bad. Okay, good play Nighthawk Scavenger, and we're gonna attack. Is this gonna be because we both have life gain decks? So I don't have the card in here that causes. Like Keemstar still gives Boogie like opportunities to make money, and Boogie is I don't know. Like I know as a Christian, I'm not supposed to want people to sunset themselves, but honestly, if Boogie and Dickers decided to, I would not feel bad about that. Um, I really fucking hate Boogie. Okay, all right. So vampires are aggro, but they have a bunch of. So this is basically an aggro deck, but it has a bunch of cards that trigger whenever you gain or lose life. That kind of support it. But as an aggro deck, it's not bad, just because most vampires have Death Touch, um, and are relatively cost effective. I'm just gonna not block. There's no reason for me to block. I have tons of health. Okay, I think he's probably gonna concede. Okay. Yeah, so Sanctum Seeker is whenever a vampire attacks, they lose one life and I gain one life. Blight Priest does whenever you gain life, each opponent loses one life. So a lot of these things will just trigger each other. Like this will also trigger, um, or it would have triggered, but there we go. Okay. Yeah, but the next deck I want to do is a bat deck. Black white bat sounds cool. So I saw a movie tonight. I'll review it tomorrow. It's called Strange Darling, which was a fucking weird movie. I wouldn't say it's bad or anything. It's just weird. It's not as good as Alien Romulus. Or actually, it's nowhere near as good as Alien Romulus. Okay. I think I've said it in my past. In the past, my favorite color in MTG is black. Black is, generally speaking, what I play. Do I still play Victoria 3? Yeah, I was enjoying the new one quite a bit. The Spheres of Influence was pretty cool. Power blocks were a cool thing. No, I haven't seen the War of the Rohirrim trailer. Does it look good? That's the anime one, right? So I would not actually be surprised if that one wasn't decent. Okay. All right, so he's gonna start mass producing griffins. And it's an enchantment, so there's really nothing I can do about it. It should be fine, though, just because I'm going to have a lot of ways of dealing with this. Or not that, but I'm going to have a lot of synergistic stuff. Yeah, that's Guinevere. Guinevere is black in MTG, because why isn't she? Like, why wouldn't Guinevere be black? It's just the way it is, I guess. As the late, the great philosopher DSP would say, it is what it is, nothing I can do, but I digress. Okay. Alright, I drew my board nuke. Am I mana screwed again? I think I'm mana screwed. Okay, no, there we go. There we go. I'm actually drawing some land now. I want Marauding Blight Priest and Gifted Aetherborn. It's kind of funny because my deck is entirely based around we both have life gain decks, so this will be interesting to see how long this goes on for. Although I have multiple Marauding Blight Priests, so it should be fine. Okay, I'll throw down a Marauding Blight Priest and Vampire of the Dire Moon. And I probably won't kill him this turn. So once again, so that is for every vampire you attack with, you gain 1 life and he loses 1 life, and then that triggers Marauding Blight Priest, where every time I gain life he loses life. So he loses 12 life just before damage is even done. Because am I interested in watching Delicious in Dungeon? Not really, to be honest. There's a couple things I'm watching. Let me see. What am I watching this season? Oh. I am watching. Let's see. The strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army is a human. Failure frame, I became the strongest using my status effect, Muse Magic. What else is there? Um, I will watch Oshinoko. I'm just waiting for it to finish releasing. I'll probably watch Aliyah Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. I'm just waiting for the dub to finish of that. What was the other one I'm watching? I'll probably watch My Dear Friend when that... I'm just waiting for that to finish. I'm watching Wisteria, Wand, and Sword. That's not bad. And... What was it called? The other one. The one with the girl who's the artificer. I forget what it's called. But, yeah, there's a couple. I can't believe, like, the irregular at Magical High School got a season 4. It's, like, the most aggressively mediocre thing I've ever seen. So, let's have some fun. Let's look at some cards from Bloomborough. And just enjoy some of the art. Let's just go with Timeless for this. Okay. I want only Bloomborough, and I want everything. So let's take a look at some art. Why don't we start off by looking at bats? So I like that one, Dawn's Truce. I think that is a reference to Silverwing, where the owls do not permit bats to go out during the day. Let me see here. Gift Crumb and Get It. That's very cute. Oh, that looks cool. Essence Channeler. I think all the bats are clerics. Life Creed Duo. Dewdrop Cure. Once again, very cute art. I like it. Jackdaw Savior. Banishing Light. Thistledown Players. Waxwane Witness. That's cool. Rabbit Knight. Rabbit Response. That's kind of funny. Oh, they re-released Sarah Redeemer? Really? That's kind of a random card to put out. Salvation Swan. That's cool. Oh, I like that art a lot. That art looks sick. Let's see. Star Charter, I like that one too. What else do we have? Star-shaped Cleric. Yeah, I just like all the bad art. I'm gonna make a bad art deck as soon as I can. Coiling Rebirth. Kestrel. Let's take a look at the toads, maybe. Or the frogs. Or no, just frog. I guess they're toads. Are they toads or... Oh, no, right. They would be... Okay, they're a different color. So they would be blue. So frogs look like they're wizards. That's pretty cool. Once again, I just find the art very charming. Let's see. There's weasels, rabbits. But no, like I read a bunch of red wall books when I was a kid, so it's kind of cool to see this. To see kind of someone paying tribute to it. Oh, let's see, rat. What do the rats look like? Oh, the rats look pretty cool, actually. rat wizard. Although there's rats in other sets, so you could probably make a decent rat deck. Because there's also rats in the Japanese expansion because of Nezumi. Let's see, lizard people, flame cash gecko. That's literally just a leopard gecko, like literally just exactly a leopard gecko. That's pretty cool. Bat lizard, frilled sharpshooter. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's probably it for me. I'm gonna head off to bed.